Oh, man. Do you believe in God? If not, do you think you might nonetheless pray if you were in a life-threatening situation?
It's a great question.
You want to choose that one? All right, fuck it.
Is that good or bad?
Hey, man, whatever. Whatever.
So how does this work? Are we going to do the 10, 9, 8, 7?
Nah, we still...
Just go with it?
Yeah, just
All
go
right.
with it, man. I can answer first if you...
I can start. I always pray when there's turbulence, but I don't believe in God.
Okay. Wow. Interesting. You always pray when there's turbulence, but you do not believe in God.
I mean, I believe length of that flight.
I think I had that mindset when I was a kid, and like the risk of not believing isn't worth it. It's like if the way they explain it to you, if there is a God and you believe, you're good. If there is a God and you don't believe, you're screwed.
I kind of had that mindset too. I came around to, if I'm just like a good person, it shouldn't really matter whether or not I believe in God.
Okay.
Like if God will if I can do like all this, nice stuff, charity, whatever throughout my life, but I just don't believe in God, and God's like, well, fuck that.
Fuck all that.
Then
It's all worth nothing,
fuck
yeah.
you too, God.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
imagine like I'm like some asshole, like, pedophile Catholic priest.
However,
Remember my deathbed, I asked for forgiveness.
Yeah.
It's like,
you're good.
what the fuck?
That shit don't make
Like,
no
this
sense.
system's rigged, so,
The system is rigged. Okay.
Besides that, at this rate, hell's gonna be a party, right?
I do believe in God, but my idea of what I believe is not as traditional as most people.
Well, I want to hear this.
Yeah, I mean, but this is also a work in progress. So it's not like I have a firm belief on what I think today. I think. What was the other part of the question? And would you pray if there's a natural disaster?
Would you pray if you were in a life-threatening situation?
Right. Okay. So, like I said, yes, I do believe in God. However, my belief is a little different. Like my understanding of how He works and what He is and all of those details is a little different from the traditional thought. If I was in a natural disaster, I would perform some form of prayer.
Well, life-threatening situation, not necessarily natural disaster.
I got cancer. I don't know what to do like that.
Yeah, like cancer, a burning building,
Okay.
Or a natural disaster.
or a natural disaster.
To be honest, this is
Or you're at Fire Fest,
You're like Fire Fest. I feel like if any of those situations happen, I feel like most of my effort will be put forth trying to get out of it.
Exactly. You're not gonna fucking stop
You're
and
dropping my
pray.
knees and be like, God, please get me out of this room.
The reason I think of the airplane is because that's the only situation where, like, I can't help anything.
You can't do anything.
Like, but if I'm like in a fire, I'm like, okay, let's, put this fire out.
Like where we at? Like, where the fire hydrant? You got the right. That's my first thought. And it won't be to pray. It won't be to pray. And I don't know. Whatever. What do you think, Bernard?
So, a lot of my life, I was very agnostic. Like, I didn't know what was out there or anything like that. I started asking too many questions that people couldn't explain. And then I also had the viewpoint of, okay, I was raised Catholic, so there's one God and the Holy Trinity and all that stuff. But then you have people that, I guess, I don't know, the Hindus or whatever, they have a bunch of gods.
Yeah.
So who's right? So, like, why should my stuff be right and their stuff be wrong?
Right.
So, yeah, I don't, like, actively follow religion or God or anything like that. Like Brandon, I just, try to do good in the world.
Just be a good guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you were in say it again. Natural.
In an airplane.
Why keep saying a natural disaster?
I don't know.
I don't know.
And he never said that.
He never said it.
I'm making you do it.
Yeah.
What was it?
I never
Life-threatening
said
situation.
Mexico would pay for the wall.
Alternative fucking facts, man.
No one knew healthcare would be so hard.
What was it, man?
It's God, let me look this up.
I think it was life-threatening situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you were in a life-threatening situation, would you
All
pray?
right. Would you pray? You would?
No, I would not.
You would?
No. I mean, I've been in life-threatening situations before, and I logically think this is what I need to do to get out of it.
Right.
So that's what I do.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, occasionally when I've had a tough decision to make, not a life-threatening decision, but a decision in life, I'll say a couple prayers, try to believe that the universe is looking out for me and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
not really, no.
Okay. Well, I'll just say that, and I just want to get this off my head. I think that prayer comes in more flavors than we recognize, and this is just my personal belief. I think that we have this idea that prayer is you getting on your knees and you putting your hands together, closing your eyes, and saying some words to God. And I think that that's one of many flavors of prayer that are equally prayerful as the other, right? I think one thing that it's weird to consistently be the talker in a prayer to some God that you believe in. I think that
Yeah.
if it is the idea that you believe, that typically that people believe, I would think you would probably want to do more listening than talking and asking for
Right.
stuff. You know what I mean? And that's just it's just my belief or whatever. And so if that's true, maybe people should like sit down and meditate for a little bit.
I was about to say, I think people like, I was about to say meditation. You
Yeah.
fucking stole my thing.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I was just gonna say though, I think people that like actually get something out of prayer are people that kind of really use it for like self-reflection and essentially meditation to like look for the inner strength to like do what needs to be done.
I think we're on the same page, man. Pow, pow, pow. All right, man. Well, is there anything you guys want to go back and revisit? Any like further ideas you want to drop to the public or anything? No?
I'll save them for the next podcast.
That's cool. Anybody reading any like good books or have any like projects you want to put out into the universe? Any blogs or anything you might be working
Yeah,
on?
I got a project I want to plug.
What you got?
I was not involved in any way in the inception or creation, but everyone should go see Spiderman Into the Spider-Verse. It's a fantastic movie.
Agreed.
That's all I got.
Agreed. So I've seen it. I gotta see it again because I fell asleep on it. That was a busy weekend. I was doing a lot. But
Sounds like a great movie.
the parts that I saw were fantastic. What I did see. And so,
Really good film.
yeah. You got something?
So there's this book I always plug when people ask about books. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People.
I read that.
You read that? I haven't read that one.
It changes the way you deal with people.
Really?
Yeah. Like the way you have a conversation with someone, the way you treat other people, everything like that. It'll change the way you interact with the world. And I would highly recommend it.
We could
Okay.
have a whole podcast on that because that book is not written for introverts.
No.
Which I am.
Really? Okay. Interesting. So how did you take it?
With a grain of salt. Like there's some stuff that
Okay.
you use and there's some stuff you don't.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right. I'm not. Do I have anything else I'm working on right now? I'm getting back into accepting clients for my personal training
Nice.
situation. I've kind of been feeling guilty about it because I haven't been using my talents. I've kind of just been sitting on them, and I feel like I should. I have some level of responsibility, which is Spider-Man's whole thing. That if you have the power, you have the responsibility as well.
Great power, great responsibility.
Yeah, that's his thing, and I kind of feel the same way. I have the ability to help a lot of people, and I have the passion to do so. I just get annoyed with people sometimes, really annoyed, because people who like think they want to be in shape but don't want to be in shape, they get on my nerves because they complain so much. And I just be like, well, we can not do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But whatever. So I am Kev's perfect fit is what I've called it a long time ago. I've been off and on with accepting clients, but I'm leaning towards more accepting clients again. So if you know folks that are looking for a personal trainer,
I might actually hit you up for some personal training.
holla at me, man. I've also considered some other avenues that I want to entertain, and so we'll see. So books. I recently bought a book called Between the World and Me or something like that.
Yeah, Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Yeah. You read that?
I haven't read it, but I've heard it's good.
Okay, I just bought it. Did it get here yet? I think I got it downstairs or something like that. But I'm gonna push through it. Is it a long read?
I'm pretty sure.
It is.
Yeah, I have no idea how long it is. What am I
I
saying?
need
It
to
might
find
be
shorter books.
it might be 100 pages.
That's not a long read.
It might be. I have no idea. It could also be 400.
Okay, because the last book I picked up was like
8 pages?
800.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say, was that a picture book or what, man?
Oh man, 8 pages? It's a brochure. But I didn't finish it. I got like 1 or 200 pages deep, and I gotta go back. But to be fair, it is like a 3-part series. In any matter, make sure I didn't miss anything before we close it out. Blah, 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 blah. I enjoyed you, fellas. I think you had some interesting things to say.
It was a privilege.
Thank you guys for coming on, man.
Absolutely.
I'm sure this won't be the last.
Hope not.
Right? Cool. We can get a thing going and produce some more content for the folks. You know, I appreciate your perspectives and your opinions, and I'm sure other people will as well.
Cool.
So I thank you all for coming and sitting on the podcast. I thank everyone out there listening to another episode of The Apple Tree.